Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Reine Des Fleurs. On Leon's path still. We were doing the ritual and everything has gone wrong. Just right when we had just gotten to the good part about admitting that we're in love with Leon. And foolish Leon said we didn't have to admit it right away. He should have just went with it, and then we could have just been happy together for just one night before everything went wrong. But too late now. Let's see exactly what's going on here. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. The flower crests that are reflected on the water mirror begin to shake and fade away. And the water filling the mirror starts to swirl, and grace overflows endlessly. How is grace overflowing endlessly when there's supposed to be dwindling grace?
Hey, what is going on? Violet!
He shouts, as if asking what's going on, but I just give him a questioning look. It feels as if it is wrong for someone to call me Violet. Then... Violet. That's... my name. No, it is not. It is obviously not my voice, but still coming out of my mouth.
Xian's princess is not alright. We should stop the ceremony and let her rest. No, we cannot do such a foolish thing. This is the moment that I have been waiting for. Huh? Hubert, what are you saying? It was such a long time, just like waiting for a flower to bloom from its sprout after sowing seeds. But, finally, the time has come. Hubert, are you serious?
I can hear Hubert's loud laughter from far away. At the same time, as if cherry blossom petals were fluttering into my mind. Something else, other memories flow into me. An abandoned world. The goddess is all that is left. The symbolic tree of life. The vessel of the goddess. Fate, come on. Yes. They begin to cover up all my memories of the night in twin butterflies. Interlude, the goddess and the rain. In the beginning, the world was filled with water. God saw the beautiful blue world and decided to bless it with a single seed. The seed sprouted, and its roots spread, and its branches stretched as it grew into a magnificent tree. The immense tree flourished with lush foliage, and its branches yielded many buds. The buds would bloom into beautiful flowers, then wither and fade, leaving behind seeds. And these seeds would fall and sink into the deep blue to sprout life of their own, and the cycle would continue again and again. After many centuries, a mass of green floated on the surface of the blue world. This land that God loved so much came to be called Solview. But, over time, the gods became disappointed in the people of Solview, whom they had once loved. The gods shifted their eyes to another world and abandoned Solview. How sad. You are Violet. You were born to be me, my vessel. I have been waiting for this day to come ever since then. Vessel. What does that mean? What do you think it means? Who are you? My name is Melen. No way. You are the goddess of benevolence, Melen. Some people call me so, but I am the last god who still holds the power of the ancient times. I will tell you everything, including the reason why you are here, and the reason why I speak to you.
What is the goddess Melene's story? So we choose all three of these, which I will tell you as we go along. First, an indication.
This is what the Tree of Life looked like originally, when it was on the land. The shrine was also here to connect the gods and people after the old gods left. This place was originally open to all the countries. However, I did something in order to save the land that had been devastated. And that was to separate this place from the outside world. Why did you do that? Too many people rushed in to claim some of God's benevolence, and it almost led to war. Ugh. I was hoping to save all the people. But that time, I had to turn my back on their prayers. There were as many prayers as there were people. I couldn't listen to all of them at once. So, I gave a command to each of the 4 countries that compose Solview. A command facilitates and smooths the sending of my power, and the knights who are also selected by the command are tools to fulfill my power. This means that all 4 countries are equal, and also indicates that I would give nothing more. However, that caused another tragedy. Sorrow. Only the knights of the command were allowed to enter the grounds of the shrine. They regularly visited me and completed their tasks as purveyors of power, then returned back to their countries. But that caused the knights to be caught in the middle. The countries demanded more blessings, and the knights took responsibility if they could not provide it. People's demands grew, and they even killed knights over it. No way! So, I decided to keep the knights on this land to protect them. That is why their bodies could no longer be human. Therefore, they couldn't return to their old countries afterwards. However, it was too inhumane to limit their lives to such a small world, doing nothing but performing their duties all their lives. So, I created the Hanabito to ease their minds, even if they are just dummies. Then, I raised this land to the heavens and defined it as a sacred place. So, it is called Partadam.
Hold on, this is not what I heard from Hubert. The goddess feared this, and limited the grace that she bestowed. This castle in the air called Partadam. Yes, which means that the goddess also took grace from the land in the first place.
Yes, that is not all wrong. If you see it, you want to take it. If you know that it can't be reached, then you easily give up.
So that's why Partadam was raised into the air, and the knights in the tree are out of reach?
After that, I was too exhausted from the expenditure of my power. Because I am the only god in this land, the grace needed to be limited for its use. That is why I decided to rest in this tree. That was the best way to conserve grace.
Determination.
I left Partadam to Hubert, then created my divine spirit called the Rain. I myself infused all my power into this tree, then became a cherry blossom. I was supposed to be the foundation to protect the land forever, but the grace wasn't enough. Yes, I talked to Hubert only when a new rain took her position. But in time, things gradually began to fall apart. It became difficult for rains to be born again. I knew that I would one day disappear, but he told me a mere divine spirit couldn't overcome this crisis. I myself had to come back and open the path again. Is that possible? It can't be done in the traditional way, since I had already become one with the tree as the source of grace. But he suggested a way to make it possible. That was to prepare the vessel for me to substantiate myself. What? There was a new Handabito about to be born, so I gave that child a part of my soul. And that would be Violet. So yeah, more horrible stuff that Hubert neglected to tell us. I guess because he thought that we would resist or something. But still, this would have been better for him to prepare our minds for this. I mean, how is this any worse than him preparing us to do our duty as a Reine? Like, I mean, if he just prepared us for all of this, like, let us know, look, it's gonna hurt when you transfer grace. I think we would have been okay with that. We would have been prepared for that. And we wouldn't have been mad at Hubert because we knew it was coming. And if she knew this was going to be her duty too, she would have been resigned to that. I mean, maybe at some point she might have thought she would like to run away or something, but still, some people are okay with knowing their future fates like that. And where could she have gone really anyway? Just, Hubert went about things all the wrong way in my opinion. I mean, I'm sure he believes he did it the right way. Some of you might actually think he did things the right way, but I don't. Who knows what else we still don't know? We still have to finish this conversation for one. But let's hope that Melene's not taking us over already, and that we'll still have time with Leon, because it's way too soon. Why now, of all the timing? Nobody is cooperating in this story. Alright, well, let me give you our Japanese words of the day. As with yesterday with the body parts, we're going to do a few more today, 3 more. We have mouth, eye, and ear. Mouth is kuchi, K-U-C-H-I, kuchi. And eye is me, me. And ear is mimi. That's an easy one to remember. Me, 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 me. So, mouth, kuchi, eye, me, and ear, mimi. I hope to see you in my future videos, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.